because nothing stopped. Nothing stops until your life ends, honestly. And maybe it's a reality that you don't want to face or don't want to be present in, but that's the reality. The reality is that life keeps going. And so on this Walking Your Empowerment Wednesday and on this most wonderful time of the year and what they have put on the Gregorian calendar to be known as Christmas, you are still required to be your best self. And I'm not saying being your best self because you work those 90, 60 hours to put those few gifts under the tree for your children and those things. I'm saying being your best self by not allowing your fear, your anger, your shame, and your shoulda, couldas, and wouldas to control why you do those things, right? And all those things really offering us the level of freedom within. Oh yeah, you can drive where you want to go. You get a passport, but we're still not free as a people. And they take these hollow days and they capitalize off of them. Is what they do. While the real things pass us by, or we living in the judgment of trying to figure out how to be like what the world says that we're supposed to be instead of being intentional creators of who we divinely are. Your bodies are vessels and temples to hold the magicness of all the superlative and the glory that you reside. It's you. And our bodies that have penises and vaginas and body parts and certain things that the world have identified. So much of us has been identified that we don't no longer know who the hell we are. I'm just saying. And so don't get so caught up on the day that you mad because the reality is that we're being used and that's it's cool. We're here to be used. I'm here to serve. But don't allow yourself to be misused. Where you so caught up on trying to, where you're willing to go into debt to get a few gifts for your children to say that you appreciate them and they are really appreciating social media more than they appreciate you. Why do you say that, Sierra? I bust my behind for my kids. My kids, da, 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 because the whole real thing just happened in our community. While mom was out Christmas shopping for her children, a gun went off in her home. Now, who's gonna like Christmas? Who is she gonna want to even be dealt with Christmas? But the judgment of because it's a holiday on this day of the year that she needs to go out and go Christmas shopping, that the education and being home with her child while there was a weapon in the house, no matter here nor there, right? All those things got to be figured out. But guess what? It's now too late. It's now too late. And so that same mom who went out her house to go get her child something for Christmas because she wanted to express her appreciation, his way of expressing his appreciation for his parent hard work was to get on social media and to prove to them to play around with the gun because that's the whole thing. So, y'all, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're being used. That's what we're doing. And our children are paying the cost, and we're continuing to pay the cost. Slavery is still a whole real thing. We are mentally enslaved to think that this capitalistic world cares more about us than it cares about only creating money and generating money from us. Do you know that everything about you creates something? And everything that you create, and especially if you are a woman who are able to make babies, right? Everything that you made as a woman has been put in the assembly line to make money at somebody's company or organization at the cost and the expense to you. Where is the reparations, or where is the weekly and monthly and daily expenses or daily rendering for the women who make the babies? Tupac said we was gonna have a world that was gonna hate the ladies that make the babies, and and I'm just gonna continue, right? Because I have nothing against those who, the individuals who decided that they are not comfortable in their skin and they identify as something else. I'm not arguing, but my argument is you become a woman or you become a man and you hate women or you hate men. And so what I'm trying to get at is I don't really care what you want to identify as if there a part of you still wants to hate the sex or the race or the things that you want to be identified as. You want to be identified as a woman, but then when you see me as a woman, you have hate and malice and envy towards me. That for me, the essence of a woman is being able to see the beauty in another woman. That's what makes you a woman. Just speaking for myself, and not because I have what the world has said is the body parts of me, just the caring and all of that. What makes you a man is your ability to see that you need another man, not you deciding that you want to be identified as a man and you're gonna downgrade and talk bad about and do all these things when it comes to another man. That's not being a man. When I say being a human or whatever gender that you decide to identify as, it is about appreciating and wanting to hold space and loving another human on this planet, because we all understand that we need one another and that we are nothing without each other, right? We're nothing without each other. And without our parents' failures and what they didn't do, we wouldn't be here. We weren't gonna, what more can they say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. We wouldn't be here if some crap ain't already go down before we got here. But then what are we gonna do while we're here? Are we continuing the hate and the inferior mindset? Is that what we're doing? Are we continuing that? Okay, so he's slaying, she slays, and cause she can now identifying as a woman can walk in heels better than me who was born as a woman, I'm supposed to be envying her, or that's shaming me because now one woman born identified as a woman or not can make a certain part of her body clap and do all of that. I should be envied and saddened and hate myself because I can't do that. So who cares of what you are identifying as if hate and shaming is still a part of that? That's my point. That's where I'm coming from. And our children, you have experienced some of that, and that's why you decided to kick back or identify in a certain way or have whatever job that you have. You made choices, and choices, with your choices comes consequences and rectifying, and you got to answer to those things. Our children are answering still to what paved the way. And that mother who never gonna want to probably hear jingle bells again. That mother who's gonna have to struggle to be a mother if she has other children, because she gonna miss that one. And she's still gonna be required to be a mother. And her job not gonna understand. After a while, she only gets so long to grieve. She's gonna be required to come back to her job and to work and to do whatever. But we can't give ourselves our best, most magical selves. We can't be that for ourselves because the world is so judgmental. The world is so propagandized and matrixized that the only thing the world won't give us the opportunity to do and to be is to be ourselves. And so, walking in your empowerment today, I'm asking you to give yourself the opportunity to walk into being a better version of yourself. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And if you're not paying attention to the times so much that you want to change even how you do everyday life, I'm not taking away from all the Christmas stuff. I don't personally do holidays. I personally don't do holidays. I do it every day because every day is a moment of celebration. Every day is a moment of celebration. Every day is worth filling it with heartfelt expressions. So yeah, so I do away with normal days. I do away, that's what It's a Heart thing is all about. It's doing away with normal days and filling each day with a heartfelt expression. Filling each day with the best of me and everything that I got, even if that means with tears in my eyes. We get to do that. And when we don't do that, we shortchange ourselves and we show up and we identify with things that are lower than the frequency of who it is that we desire to be. That's it. Keep smiling, keep shining. A better you equals a better me. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And it's the most wonderful time of the year every day and every second that you breathe, that you sneeze, that you pee. It's you. That you cry, that you rejoice, that you get fired, that you get hired. It's you. It's you. It's you.